There's just something special about this caliber. It's an all-American .45. Doesn't matter whether you like to shoot it in a semi-auto or a revolver or even a rifle, it is a great caliber. Today, it's all .45s on Gun Talk.
Well, the .45 is actually a fairly soft shooting gun in a pistol. I think people think that, wow, a big bullet, you know, heavy, but it doesn't have that snap that some of the Magnum calibers have in the revolvers. It's got a push to it. It's very manageable, very quick to get back on target. It's just a really good round if you want to step up to something a little larger bore. I don't think you can go wrong with a .45 auto.
For millions of people, when you say .45, they think 1911. The 1911 pistol, old slab sights, originally a Colt, now made by practically everybody. I mean, I don't think we actually know how many companies make 1911 pistols. What is it about the 1911 we love so much? Well, they shoot great, all right? They're also customizable. It's not that you can customize them, it's that you almost must because it's just so easy to do. You can put different triggers, different ambi safeties, you can put different back straps on them, different sights. You can do all sorts of things to them. Also, you have an incredible variety. You have small 1911s, short barrels here, okay? Kind of an intermediate size. We have the full size. Then we have fancy guns, good looking. This is more of a carry gun. Notice the bob back here, the bob grip. What that does is once you've got it against you and it's inside of your shirt, it doesn't poke out and print so people can't see it as much. And then you got your full tricked out performance center guns like this. One thing they all have in common is a great trigger, and that may be the thing that makes the 1911 so wonderful. It's a single action trigger, very simple, and once you start shooting it, you're going to fall in love with it. Yes, it does have an external safety. If you grew up shooting combat Tupperware and you're not used to shooting with a safety, there's a technique for that, and we're going to show you. 1911s have a thumb safety. Get over it. Actually, it's something to embrace. Now let me show you how you run the safety on a 1911. This gun has an ambi safety, which means you can work it from either side. So if you switch over to left-handed, you're working it there. Here's the deal. It's a real simple mechanism. You push it up, you push it down. Up, the gun is safe, it will not fire. Down, the gun will fire. Simple as that, all right? So when do we engage the safety? Well, let me show you. You're in the holster, the safety is on, okay? When you go to the holster, the safety is still on. Come out of the holster, the safety is still on. You come up here, the safety can come off as soon as the gun is on the target, because you might shoot at this point, all right? When you're on the target, now your finger's on the trigger. So when I'm down here, the safety is on. When I come up on target, the safety comes off. I'm going to fire. Simple. Off target, safety comes back on. It's real simple. Let me show you just a little bit faster. We're going to come up, safety comes up. I'm off the target, safety's back on. When you're drawing from your holster, one, get a good grip, come up. At this point, I'm going to disengage the safety. I'm coming back in. I'm pushing out on the target. I'm pressing the trigger, and it comes off target. The safety goes back on. Safety out of 1911 is nothing to worry about. Practice it, dry fire, then get out to the range and do it slowly. It becomes second nature pretty quickly. Picking the right bullet makes all the difference. We have so many great bullet designs these days that you can pick a bullet for almost any kind of use. Here's a couple of examples. We have the .458 Win Mag, 45 caliber. We have an expanding bullet. This is a partition bullet from the Nosler. We have a solid bullet here. Now in this case, solid really does mean solid. It is one homogeneous piece of metal. It does not expand. It's designed to penetrate really deep. So if you're shooting an elephant, a Cape buffalo, something like that, you want a solid. But But if you're shooting something that you don't need quite that much penetration for, you go with an expanding bullet, something like this, the partition. Now, of course, we have other examples of choosing the right bullet. For instance, in the .45 ACP, full metal jacket versus expanding hollow point bullet. What you get here is, well, basically it's a practice round. This is not going to expand for you. For defensive use, you would want an expanding bullet. And then, of course, when you go to hunting bullets, we have tipped bullets like this one. This is one of the AccuBonds, and notice how sleek it is. It's designed to, of course, expand, but it's also designed to be very sleek, so it flies through the air quickly and doesn't shed its velocity so quickly. So the key to getting the right ammunition is to choose the right bullet.